They've read a book and want to talk about it. It's the Izzie and Coco Book Review Show.
Welcome to Izzie and Coco's Book Review Show.
I am Coco.
And I'm Izzie. Today we'll be reviewing Uprooted by Naomi Novik.
Uprooted is about a small kingdom where there is surrounded by this enchanted, malevolent woods. And they have this very powerful wizard that lives in a tower that protects them from the woods. But the price for the protection is that he has to take, every 10 years, one girl from one of the villages. And this time around, he picks a girl called Agnieszka. And it turns out that she is very powerful as well. She's a powerful witch. And the story is about Agnieszka fighting the woods with the dragon. And a bunch of people get involved in the fight. So that's what this book is about.
Yeah. So, what do you think the genre is? This is like more like a fantasy book, right? Because there's kings and queens.
Yeah, this is definitely fantasy.
Yeah, magic and all that.
So there's kings, queens, wizards, and like fairies, kind of like fairy monsters, right?
Yeah. So, it has all those elements, and what did you think about it?
I really like this book.
Me too. I really liked it.
I like the main character. She was kind of abducted from this village, and she hated the guy, the wizard that took her, and she lives in this tower, and she doesn't know what to do, and it turns out that she has a hidden power.
Yeah.
That she's a very powerful witch, and it all comes from like nature, and her witchcraft is very different from the magic that the wizard does.
Yeah, his is very by the book, like he follows a recipe, everything, and hers is very like natural, and it's like kind of like it's those cooks that no, I don't follow a recipe, I just put crap in there.
I don't count in cups or anything. I just however salt I feel like it is the way she does magic. And I really like that because it created a really nice conflict with her master,
her captor, kind of.
Yeah, but he was also her teacher.
Yes.
So it created a really good conflict there that it really went throughout the whole book, that she's like, no, I want to do it this way, and her way was more powerful, and her teacher, the wizard, the dragon, was against it, but he also like respected her for it because he saw the results were very successful. So I really like that dynamic, that the two types of magics clashed, but that then they ended up working together. So I really liked the book. What about you?
Oh, I really liked it. Also, yeah, the tension was prevalent throughout the whole book. Also, I really liked the character. She was more like a tomboy. Like, she had this magic where she could like just whip up a beautiful outfit, but she always, somehow she was really clumsy and was always dirty, and it was really endearing. I really liked that about her.
I forgot about that. I love that part about the book.
Yeah, she was always a mess.
She put on a dress, like, boom, she gets some stain on it or rip it or something. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, and that drove the dragon crazy. He's like, oh my god, fix yourself up, woman.
What's your problem?
Yeah.
And he likes like perfect looking, beautiful things, and she was always a mess.
Yes.
So that was hilarious.
Spoilers are coming.
So if you haven't read the book, stop here, go read the book, and come back and finish our video with us.
Let me tell you one of my favorite scenes.
Okay.
That really turned the book around. Well, I was really on board the whole time. But when the prince comes to visit the castle, and he tries to rape Agnieszka. And it's hilarious, her response. What was it? Did she freeze him or something? No, she just beat him down with a tray.
But first, like he was about, because she was in that like peasant dress,
and she didn't know that many spells at the time.
Yes. But the only spell the wizard had taught her was so that she would have a fancy dress on.
Yes.
And so she thinks the spell with like all her might and pronounces every syllable perfectly, and she gets this like super like big billowy dress.
You just can't get through it. Like I'm trying to rape her, but it's like It was awesome.
And then after that, the guy's like, "What the hell?" And she grabs the tray and beats the crap out of him.
Yeah, like knocks him unconscious. And what's hilarious is the dragon's reaction. Like, okay, so how are you going to explain this to the guy when he wakes up? Because whatever the guy decides, he's in charge. It's the stupid prince.
He's the prince.
Yeah,
so
unfortunately.
He has more power than the wizard, and obviously more than Agnieszka. She's just a peasant.
Yes. He doesn't even really know that she's a powerful witch yet.
At that point, yeah.
But I forgot because he said something really... The chemistry, the guy is very dry and dark humor, but he's really funny. He comes with some really sarcastic comments all the time.
He only talks to her in sarcasm, and it's hilarious.
Yeah. It creates really good tension. So it's a good dynamic between the two.
Yeah, she keeps calling her a lunatic and stuff like that. It's funny. I also... What about the whole thing about the woods? That the woods were evil and why
it's really interesting because it really freaked me out. It's like they had to be so careful because just like a spore would come up from the woods and that'd be enough to infect like somebody for them to go crazy and kill. It was interesting,
right?
Yeah.
Like the evil that they wrote in this story was really interesting because usually the bad guy is just a bad person and like they have like all these motives why they that makes a good villain, right? They have like really good motives, but this was like a virus kind of thing because the woods would infect an animal or a person and then the person would go crazy and start infecting other people. So I thought that was really interesting. And also that at first we think that that's as far as the woods can go. Yeah. Just kind of infect people and go like that, but then we know that it's even smarter than that.
Oh, it's so creepy how it manages to infect just enough for that person to like go about their business and take it into the middle of like the kingdom and then like just enough so that people don't notice that they're corrupted. Yes. But that they will do whatever the woods wants them to do. So it was really creepy. Yeah. And whenever they went in the woods and started finding the woods, I was so freaked out. Yeah. I love that. Those were really good battles. Yeah, really good fight scenes and the thing I was thinking this was going to be more young adult, but I was surprised and disappointed how they would discuss rape and they would joke about like sex, but there was actually no sex in this. Oh yeah, no. So it was very PG-13. Yeah, it was PG-13, so just prepare for that. Definitely no romantic relationship. Just at the very end. No, like they did have sex. Remember? I forgot. Yes, they did have sex that one time. Oh, but it was just once. But it was a pretty good scene, actually. It was good. Yeah. But the problem was that right after they separate the two characters. Yeah. And they don't come back until the very end. Yes. And then on the very last page, the guy comes back. Yeah. And that's they were like, oh, he came back for her, but they don't. I like the happy ending if they write it all out for me. No, I was okay with this. But no, I like this book. But yeah, this book was really good, but it was not focused that much on the romance. There was attention the whole time, but absolutely, yeah, it was a good book, but it's not a romantic book. So if you're looking for romance, this is not the book. But if you're looking for adventure, this is definitely a great ride. Yeah, it was a great read, and I definitely recommend it. Yeah, I really liked it. Highly recommended. So. If you have any comments, email us at books@dapperanimals.com and visit dapperanimals.com. We're going to be reviewing do-it-yourself retro Game Boy soon. Oh yeah!